have a dorky question for you, because VH1 interviewed Anthony Mackie, and he told us you guys are golfing buddies.
I don't understand where this has come from.
Is that BS?
He's like, I've seen him do another interview as well. I'm like, it's like, I don't know. He's like really deadpan joking about it. Like, I mean, I would love to, but yeah. Unless this has happened without me realizing, like, which is possible too.
You had a couple Heinekens when you
you just end up with Anthony Mackie. Yeah.
One of my favorite appearances you've ever done is on Leno when you read your father's emails. And I thought it was a very cool way to see the relationship you have with your dad. Did you draw on your relationship with him at all, playing a father to Renesmee?
I mean, maybe subconsciously. I don't know. It's funny. My dad was like working tons when I was growing up, so it kind of wasn't so. I mean, it's strange to think that Ed would just be around all the time. Neither one of them work, and so it's an unusual dynamic. But yeah, I mean, I would hope that. I mean, he's a pretty good dad, so I hope that stuff came into me as well.
What have you kind of learned? I mean, I don't want to use the word franchise. I thought you gave us a very good lesson today in the press conference.
I've been saying it all day now, Jim. Like, the franchise, there's blah, 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 blah. It's so annoying.
But you have done 5 of these movies, so what have you kind of learned playing Edward, both on screen and off screen, that you think you'll take with you in the next roles that you're doing? Because you've got some amazing stuff, lined up. It's
a surprisingly challenging part. I think everything which, because people like to look at the audience because it's like, they have young screaming girls and stuff. It's quite easy to sort of not actually watch the movie, but I mean the core story is so strange, and also the parts they're quite difficult to know what to do with. I learned a lot about camera technique because I think if you take away every line in your face and your eyeballs and everything, you had to do very, very limited movements on camera to not look like an idiot, basically. And I wouldn't have ever realized that without being really handicapped by it.
Do you ever think about, in 20, 30, 40 years, being with your kids and grandkids and, sitting down and showing them the first Twilight and what that might be like?
That'd be so weird. I can't even imagine that about anything I've done. I mean, because it just seems like you're so involved in just the job and getting the next job and blah, blah, blah. You don't even really think about the fact that, these things actually exist. People are actually watching these movies. It's not just you watching them.